the same declaration, let my people go.
2022 was for Baba to win.
It was easy to turn President Uhuru Kenyatta, combine together with Raila and make them the incumbent.
Power is not a birthright.
Njia ishaonekana. Baba yenda kutoboa. Hii imeenda. Hii imeenda. Hii imeenda kabisa.
He had to carry the burden of Uhuru Kenyatta's ills.
Na sisi kwa kanuni moja.
It is earned after a fight and sacrifice.
He asked me, "Kichwako ni mzuri? You block the president?" I told him, "Yes, sir." Unblock him. I told him, "Your Excellency, since I told him I have blocked him, I will not unblock him."
In Kenya, political savagery and strategy often wins these battles. If you are strong and clever enough to seize it, this kingdom called Kenya will be yours. This is William Samoei Arap Ruto, the President of Kenya. He's just 56 years old, but now commands Kenya's defense forces. He says he wants to become a legitimate modern leader.
I believe in engagement. I believe in working with people. That's why I'm taking time to explain myself, you know. I don't think there is any other president who has explained himself the way I do, because I want to persuade the people of Kenya. I don't want to impose things on people. I want them to understand.
This is the inside story of how he got here.
William Ruto never rests. Very focused in his work and a go-getter. Keen listener and somebody who is very quick to identify and tap onto other people's talents and skills. William Ruto is one of a very rare breed of leaders who knows that he does not know everything.
And how the combined forces of Kenyatta and Odinga failed to stop him.
I think William Ruto demystified deep state and its usefulness in political contests. And that actually you can have a deep state that is not very deep. And that is the tragedy of Raila Odinga.
From his soldiers and his rivals,
and I'll tell you why William Ruto was not a strong candidate.
The maddening campaign.
Nikuzimia ama ni Kenya kwanza? Nikuzimia ama ni UDA? Harambee!
To the house on the hill.
I, William Samoei Ruto, I assume as President of Kenya, of the Republic of Kenya, do swear
This country does not belong to William Ruto. Doesn't belong to the president. Doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs to all of us. We are here. We will fly together, or we will crash together.
By the time Kenyans were going to the ballot in 2022, 4 men had ruled over Kenya since it gained independence in 1963. A beautiful landscape far east of the African continent. Kenya's fourth president, Uhuru Kenyatta, was in his final term.
The court was over his body and property as property related to the administration.
The first three were men at the center of Kenya's post-independence government, while Uhuru Kenyatta was the scion of the country's first president, Jomo Kenyatta. A term was created to describe these royal lineages, dynasties, and they were united in support of Raila Odinga, Kenya's former prime minister, who happens to be the son of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Kenya's first vice president. Raila Odinga making his fifth attempt at the presidency was endorsed by Uhuru Kenyatta. Also in the camp, Gideon Moi, son of Kenya's second president.
Tarehe 10 asubuhi mwezi wa 8, wakati tunakumbusha kwamba jogoo wa shamba hawezi kuika mjini.
Mjambo, Kabarnet Chamgei, Kabarnet Chamgei, Uamone, Bwana Yesu asifiwe.
But as the African nation searched for the fifth president, the so-called dynasties were facing the greatest threat ever to their rule.
Shame on you. You will not succeed.
A rebel group from the president's Jubilee Party had risen from the shadows.
Watu watembee wasitembee. Wakanyage kubwa kubwa wasikanyage kubwa kubwa.
Led by Kenyatta's deputy William Ruto, their political commander. Despite facing a formidable group oiled with government resources, Ruto now had enough soldiers to lay siege to the presidency. He was no longer hiding in the darkness, fighting from anonymity.
When things were extremely difficult for us, we would retreat at his official residence in Karen, and when it was all dark and you thought you were coming to an end, he would just sit you down and tell you, guys, relax. We are okay. There is a God in heaven.
7 days, we will send them home, and the people of Kenya will live together in harmony. We are going to vote together.
He engaged in combat under the open sky.
Tulitengeneza serikali 2013, tukatengeneza serikali 2017. Ati tumekosa mtu ya kutuongoza mpaka wanaenda kukodesha mtu ya kitendawili ati aongoze sisi. Hiyo ni madharau ama si madharau?
He was that deputy president who faced head-on his boss when they are still actively in office.
The dynasty's camp had nothing to fear.
Ulipotoka shamba kuingia mjini, mimi nimekuona, huwezi kunitisha.
At least that is how it looked.
Kujikoa mikoko na kudharau wezio, wewe umeonyeshwa adabu na heshima.
After all, they had everything needed to hold on to power.
Mimi nataka niwahakikishie tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 saa 5 usiku, rais wa 5 atakuwa Raila Amolo.
They didn't just have the support of the reigning president. Government ministers, including Dr. Fred Matiang'i, the powerful